don't be afraid to be original, which is important because I think sometimes people feel like they have to pull back the reins. The positives of independent wrestling is that you don't have as many handcuffs as you would if you were on TV every week or pay-per-view and all that stuff. So you can change direction. You're living proof of that. The gimmick that you had when you started was something you felt, but you altered over time because you altered, you evolved as a person, which then made you evolve as a gimmick. And now you went from one guy who happened to be in a team with another guy, and now you're a champion, you're the leader of your own stable, you're doing your own thing. You're not just leading by example, you're leading in the ring, you're leading emotionally, you're a locker room guy. That's what always, not to say an incorrect word here, but attracted me to you in the first place. Ooh. Because, exactly. Is he coming out now? No. I've always been a great friend of yours because we always took this business very seriously. We're both very passionate about it. Yes. And we've been down a lot of heavy roads, me and you, both professionally and personally. I'm not going to get into specifics, but Hurricane Sandy was a big moment for the two of us. You remember that? A big moment, people. And I just want to stress real quick before I know I don't want to cut your time. Yeah. AJ Orsini is not only a good friend of mine to people, not even a fellow co-worker in the wrestling world. He's also like a godfather to me, where he's talking about how I evolve, and I've been afraid, and I call him up and asked for his advice, and he's pushed me. He's been pushed me where I didn't want to become a champion. And I went up to him and asked him, should I do it? And he has pushed me. On top of that, when he's speaking about Hurricane Sandy people, he was one of the guys who actually came out and donated stuff for me because my home was practically lost. And I lost a lot of stuff during Hurricane Sandy. So AJ Orsini will always be like top aces in my book. And if you people listen to a show, you're just getting pretty much a small glimpse of how talented this individual is and how a human being he is. Thank you, Eric. I didn't want to go into specifics. I didn't know how you felt about that, but those are some of the specifics that happened. And I've been trying so hard not to be emotional this entire time. I almost made it. I'm at 7:42. You trying to crack me, fucker? You know what? You earned it, brother. You earned it. You really do. I'm going to tell you something. Like, again, a lot of people, new listeners, new followers, or people that been following you around, they don't know a lot of the history on AJ Orsini. I can tell you people right now is you're listening to one of the top guys right now in podcasting, in wrestling. And he comes from a very, very humble beginning. And what I love about AJ, and this is why we continue to have a good relationship, we follow one of the cardinal rules in wrestling. Always be humble. Always be humble. And AJ Orsini is epitome of humbleness. And I love you to death. You know that. I love you too, brother. I got to let you go. But thanks for calling. Thanks for showing your support, man. All right, brother. I'll talk to you soon. All right. You know it. You know you're going to get a bunch of fucking sad emojis in your messages when this is over.
What's crazy is I actually have history with him as well. Yes. We both appeared on the same radio show probably a couple months ago. Yes. In Rockaway. In Rockaway, you guys got a chance to meet. Yeah, it's so funny. Guy. It's so funny because that night you guys met. Like, he messaged me and said, "Oh, I just met Stephen James," and then you messaged me and said, "I just met Eric James." Yeah. Like in 2 seconds, I was like, "Y'all motherfuckers should have just got together and just did a mass text for that shit." Yeah. I got some other topics here to get to, but we're running a little short on time. I have a third T-shirt to give away. Oh. We didn't get to a 7th caller, but that's fine because you can still get a chance at those 2 tickets within the course of the evening. We'll be selecting, since we still have leftover names from the raffle, maybe we'll select from that, and then we'll give those 2 tickets out there. But that's fine. Listen, the calling thing was an extra function. I'm going to be honest with you. I came set for a 2-hour show without a call. And you were the fact that I got a few was still pretty good. You're at 5 total. 5 total, see? Yeah. So here we go. So unless somebody out there is listening right now is like waiting for that one asshole to call. Hurry up and call so I can get free shit. I want it. But speaking of free shit, I do have a third T-shirt to hand out. And we pulled these randomly, so I didn't have any vested interest. I'm the one paying for the shirts, so I don't give a shit who got a shirt. I really didn't. But I'm happy with the choices that have been made so far. The third choice makes me even happier because it's a young lady that I do know actually pretty well who is in New York. Wow. Who has supported me literally from moment one. She shares all my shit. She's one of the OGs of the show. She's been liking it since episode 1. She's always been cool to me. We've worked together in wrestling shows in the past. She's retired now. This is a while ago. But that's how we first met. So she's definitely been a fan of mine, and I've been a fan of hers for forever. So Janice Ortiz over in the Bronx, she gets a shirt from me.
courtesy of me, from me, with me on the shirt. So it's like a meception thing going on. And thank you so much for supporting. She's been awesome. She even the live video I did before I went on, like a bunch of shit. So those are the 3 winners. Woo! Brian in Kansas, Andy in PA, and Janice over in New York. That's a nice little array.
Congrats,
like, it's not all in the same place. It makes me sound important when I have different people raffling out.
Yeah, when you posted, like,
if you listen to Eric Jaden, I'm like the greatest human being who's ever lived.
There
like, there's me, Jesus, and like maybe Steve Martin. The guy, third.
The guy who invented the air conditioner, he's got to be up there.
Listen, if he didn't get a blowjob the next day, it's a sin. I don't understand.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Your bitch ass can stay hot then. You can go into the hut.
We had ice boxes before that.
Oh yeah, the old school. You just waft the cool the fumes. Was it coming?
Yeah, we'll go with fumes. Yeah.
Well, squiggly lines in comic books. You just move those things over. There's a couple of things. All right, so we addressed the shirts. We got our 3 winners. The Capital Wrestling tickets we'll discuss at a later date, but trust me, there's still an opportunity for you guys to get in on that. And that's pretty much all. I do have one more topic I can squeeze. I had a lot of other stuff, but the calls, thankfully, the calls came in. So one of them was going to be an angry conversation, so I'll save that bitch for next week since there's still time. It was about Evolution, and I've been complaining a lot on the show about Evolution, so I'm going to give it a break this week. It's a joyous day, but they did some goofy shit on Raw with this card shifting shit around that that I have to, because after I'm seeing no. I'm not going to do it to myself. I'm not going down this rabbit hole. I only got about 15 minutes, but I do want to talk a little bit about something that I rarely ever talk about on my show, and there's a reason for that. I'm going to talk a little Impact Wrestling right now. The reason for that, it's a little selfish, reasoning. Their biggest show, Bound for Glory, takes place here in New York. It's going to be at the Melrose Ballroom this Sunday? No, it's Saturday. I think it's the 14th.
Saturday, yeah.
I know it's the 14th. I just can't figure it out.
No, that's Sunday.
It's Sunday.
The 14th is Sunday.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I knew the date. I was just fuzzy on the day. Because I get confused on days, because the reason why I'm promoting this is, of course, LAX, Santana and Ortiz, good friends of mine. I stay away from Impact Wrestling because it's personal for me. Before, when it was just TNA and it was just guys that I admired and looked at their work and enjoyed, it was different. I'm able to go out there and just watch it and be non-biased. LAX are 2 guys that I grew up in this business with. I knew them. I mean, I'm going to tell the story when I get them on the show, but Santana was a phone call away from quitting the business altogether. And I wasn't the one that made the phone call. He made it to a personal friend. I just happened to be around when it happened. It was a 3-hour conversation that essentially saved his career. And the same thing with Ortiz. Ortiz is a very driven individual, but he ran into some bullshit, we'll say, more wrestling bullshit early in his career, and he almost walked away. So for the 2 of them to have gone through all this shit they have gone through in life to be where they are now, both of them are now fathers. They're leaders in the industry now, as opposed to those 2 kids that used to beat the shit out of me in Joel's ring for forever. and now, like, there's these big stars and they're doing this big thing. So they've been very helpful to me, and they've been very helpful to me in my my career. And they don't need me to promote them. They're a part of this big machine. But I wanted to let my fans out there know, please check your show out. There's this stigma that is attached to the Impact Wrestling thing. You and I were talking about it off air. You guys really got to start giving this show as a whole a chance. And this will be a good time to do that. This is going to be a big show. Their best talent's going to be on display. You can go to impactwrestling.com to check out more information on viewing it. The show is sold out, but you can find out where to see the show by going to impactwrestling.com. I'm going to squeeze in one more call because I love the fact that I have calls. So I'm going to squeeze that in. Who's on the line there with me?
You better squeeze this call in.
Who am I speaking to here?
You know who you're speaking to.
Okay.
You don't recognize the voice? Come on, man. You're hurting me right now.
Who's this? Who's this
Dude,
guy?
We lived together for like 18 years.
It's that guy? Who's it?
Yeah, that guy. Yeah. Making in a phone call real quick. Don't mean to interrupt you. I'll have to listen to it later. Just wanted to say happy anniversary. I'm at work right now, so.
Oh, you're at work right now, bro?
Yeah.
You went back to work? Weren't you just like in a situation like a day ago? And you're back at work?
Huh?
Are you even comfortable at work right now? Like based on what's been going on the last 48 hours?
Oh, no, don't worry about it. That was just heartburn. We good.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, my brother had a little situation. This is my brother, by the way, guys. I'm fucking with him.
Nice, the brother of O.
Yes, the brother of O, yes. This is my brother David. Thanks for calling, man. I know you got a lot of stuff going on.
I'm live from the sales floor of Lowe's.
There it is.
I just give you a call and just say what's up. And I'm going to have to listen to it later because unfortunately I've been busy and I haven't been a chance to sneak away and listen. So that's
fine. I actually haven't had a chance to say this because I've just been so in the mode of the show. Everything that took place tonight, the entire show, is being emailed to me either tonight or tomorrow. It will be uploaded tomorrow night on the usual website, ajoum.podbean.com. So if you missed it, if you like Eric, who commented after the fact, you guys can still catch the show this week. I'm not missing a week. The commitment continues. So it'll just be going up tomorrow. That's all.
All right, dude. Well, just wanted to call in and say congratulations and everything.
All right, no problem. Thank you, bro. I lived with him for 18 years or so. A lot longer than that.
18 years, wow.
Listen, that's a story for another day, but 18, I was out.
Yeah.
Of my house. I was out. I could not.
I joined the army.
Now, here's the other start of the but you were smart. You had a plan. I left.
That's a plan?
Yeah, well, here's my plan. 18. I'm out. I'm out basically just means I went to grandma's house. That's what that was.
Got it.
But grandma lives here in New York. My mother was living in South Jersey.
Yeah.
I was there for a year or two and I was back at home. Because I had failed.
Got it, yeah.
Because I had failed. I had no plan. I was determined to leave, and I was so determined I didn't even plan for the leave. Now, here's the fucked up part. In those 2 years I was in New York, that's when I met Steph.
Yeah. So your life was enriched.
Yeah. I left, but I ended up coming back to New York. It's a whole deal. I get into another day. I only got a few minutes left here, but really? Another one?
You got another one. And this would be number 7.
This is 7. All right, so who's this?
Hello.
Hello? Who's
Hi.
this? Is this Kara?
Congratulations.
Is this Kara?
No.
Oh, see? My brother was just fucking with me about voices.
He set you up.
But I knew all along that it was my brother, just like I know that this is Kara. Kara, how are you doing?
I'm not Kara.
You're not Kara. Who's this?
No. Wait.
I'm sorry?
Who is this?
Who is this? It's scary. Who is this?
Your sister.
Listen. I know exactly who this is. Hold on. Listen. From now on, for the rest of your life, I want you to commit to the idea that your name is Kara now. Now listen. It's financially going to be a burden, and I'm sure it's one you're willing to carry. But you now have to change your name to Kara King.
Who is that?
Kara's a friend of mine. She told me she was going to call. I just thought it was. I heard a female voice and just went to Kara.
Los Santos.
See, this is why I'm married. I can't restart dating again. I'm in trouble. Yeah. What's up, Wayne?
No, but congratulations.
Thank you, Pooh Bear. Thank you, Pooh Bear.
You're welcome.
This is my youngest sister. She's the fourth of the one of four.
Fourth of the one of four.
And the only sister who gives a shit about me because the other one cut me off.
I'm in that boat.
I'm getting ready for bed, so I was like, let me call in and listen.
It's the perfect time to listen to my show. Sleepy.
I've been up since 5 a.m.
At least you took the time. At least you took the time. Thank you so much.
Yes, no problem. Have a good show.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm getting ready to wrap it up, so you'll get a chance to listen to it tomorrow night if you go to ajoum.podbean.com.
Nice. All right, I'm on it.
There you go. Thanks, Wade.
Right.
Share the shirt.
All right. Good night.
All right. Good night. Buy a shirt. All right. This has been a fun night. Yeah. Thank you so much, Steve, for inviting me here, and for Pombo for finally showing up somewhere toward the end there. You came at the best time, brother, because I'm going to wrap this whole thing up, and I'm going to do something that I haven't done in a very long time, and there's a reason for that, because I'm in promo mode right now. I'm going to lock this shit in. Let me see, what's the clock say? I got about 6 minutes or so.
6 minutes?
6-ish minutes. And I just wanted to, just really quickly, just get this stuff out of here. Again, ajoum.podbean.com for the episode, and for all the episodes. This is episode 56. I will be bequeathing onto you this episode tomorrow night. I will be heading to the House of O. See, you got me all fucked up with the comic book thing. Later on the night with more editing to do for some other stuff. I am being recorded right now for video purposes. Some of that will make its way to the YouTube channel at some point. So I got a lot of things going on, all the platforms. I say it every time an achievement takes place. I'll say it again. Thank you so much for everything all of you have done for me. The 15 countries, the 2,000 downloads, the sharing, the liking, literally everything, just making this a bigger project than I thought it was going to be, because to be honest with you, I say it all the time. I said it in the first episode. Everything that I did was liquid in the beginning, because I didn't know what was going to work. I didn't know what was going to stick. I didn't know who people were going to like. I didn't know what they were going to dislike. It's like this whole head fuck thing that happens to you when you first start in podcasting and start broadcasting your own voice and your own opinions. And I'm probably sitting here right now as nervous as I was when I started. I feel great right now because I just wanted it to sound good. I'm never nervous in front of a microphone. Everyone in this room knows that. I can do this shit with my eyes closed. I just want people to like it. And I feel like this might have been the best episode I ever did. And that's just because I feel great. If you listen to this episode and then immediately listen to episode 1, it's going to be a tale of two different fucking worlds. And that's just the growth that I've had just plowing through this. I've learned how to structure shows. I've learned how to segment shows. I've learned how to do audio drops. I've learned so much in this year. I can only hope that on the 2nd year anniversary, which is a complete contrast. When I started this, I didn't think I'd make a year. I'm going to be honest with you. I really didn't. I didn't sit here cocky as shit going, man, this is going to be a hit right off the back, because it was slow going in the beginning of this motherfucker. Slow going. It's always slow going. And I gave Negro the credit for that at the beginning. He was the jumpstart. After that, people started listening, and then the GOAT came, and then everything just spiraled into something great. So I want to thank you guys. But the promo part of this ending that I'm going to give you guys right now, and this is coming directly from me, it's coming directly from my heart, is something that I've been thinking about for the last 2 days. I booked the studio like 2 weeks ago, but for the last 2 days, there's been a lot of stuff going on. My brother was just on the air right now. He was in the hospital for 48 hours. He just got back home like yesterday night. So the fact that he's back on the floor of Lowell's is amazing to me. But that's just a testament to what we do and who we are. My wife's grandmother is in the hospital. Well, not hospital. She's in a nursing home. She had a health situation in Puerto Rico after Hurricane Maria. So, and then I'm going to school. I'm taking 3 classes at the moment. I'm working full time. I'm a father. I have a lot on my plate. So when I do these shows, and I open my show by going, oh, like, you guys have no idea how therapeutic my show ends up being for me, because I literally have no time to breathe. When I leave here, I have to go do math homework. Like, that's how I'm probably going to do it on the bus right back. But that's how much shit is going on in my life, and not all positive. It's work, it's deaths, it's sickness, it's all kinds of shit, like a shit storm of things coming at me all at once, almost on a daily basis. And I have not missed 1 week of this show for a full year. I released it October 11, 2017. I'm releasing on October 11, 2018. When I was a kid and I really wanted to be in the business, I don't have the similar story everyone else has. I didn't have a finger in my face telling me I couldn't do it. I didn't have a finger in my face telling me that you don't have talent, you're too small, you're too dumb. I had the opposite. Everyone just knew from when I was a baby till now that this is what I was going to do. The problem I had when I was a kid was I didn't have the want to do it. I was lazy, and I sat on my ass. And everything that came to me, I blamed on everybody else. And even though I spent my whole life helping other people, I always did it when I was a kid. I did it with a point. I'm not here because of you. I'm not here because I'm helping you. I'm not here because everything that I do has to be for you. I can't do for me. And I did it for so long that finally I get a project to myself. I finally get a project that is essentially for me, and I can't even bear the thought of not doing it with other people. And that's why this is supposed to be a celebration of the show. It's not a celebration for Age Orsini. I know my wife wants it to be that way. I know my family wants it to be that way. You heard the words from Eric Jaden. I have worked very, very hard for the respect that I have in this business. And I don't really know how far that respect reaches out. And that's a testament to my humbleness, because I don't care. I find out when I encounter people how much respect I actually have. And for someone who used to be a caregiver to other people who then, when relying upon himself, failed so miserably that he couldn't eat. I had to sleep on trains. I had to sleep on park benches. I had no money in my pocket. And yet still my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, didn't care and stuck with me and pushed me and made me become the man that I was supposed to be. And without her and without the people that's very close in a circle of mine, without them, I would not be here. I would not be AJ Orsini. I would not be the host of Orsini's Uncensored Mind. I'd be fucking nothing. I would be nothing. So for this to be an AJ production, I won't have it. It's not the way that it's supposed to be. Everyone within the sound of my voice, you're all in the squad of O. Everyone in the sound of my voice, whether you're a fan of me, believe me, I'm a fan of you. I respect you. I love you for everything you've done for me. I would not be here without the people around me. So when I say this last line, know that it comes from a place of passion and love. Know that I mean every fucking second that I am saying to you that this year was just the fucking beginning. That I am just really getting started. This ain't the last time I'm going to be in this studio. This ain't the last time I'm going to be working with Steve. This ain't the last time I'm going to be working with Pombo. And the next fucking anniversary show, the team that's going to be in this room is going to be a whole lot bigger. It's going to be a whole lot better. And the show is going to be so much more entertaining. I have things coming up in the next few weeks for this show. Fuck a year. I can start being better tomorrow. And that's what you guys should take from this show. Whether I teach you, whether you learn it on your own, do. Fucking do. Get off of your ass and fucking do. There's no shortcut to this shit. Believe me, I tried to find it. I couldn't get there. The only way I was able to get here was to plow through the shit and fucking do it. I didn't have anyone to blame for myself. Those late nights where I edited the show, that was fucking me. Those early mornings where I had to do the show, that was fucking me. Me doing. And I can sit here and say me, but believe me, in my brain, it's we. We did this tonight. The 1-year anniversary is supposed to be celebrated by everybody. Whether you're listening to me, whether you're typing on social media, whether you're emailing me, messaging me, I don't care. So when I say this last line, know that it comes from a place of peace, love, and I love every single one of you. Thank you, and believe me, we are just getting started. So thank you for listening. Thank you for downloading. Thank you for sharing, and most importantly, thank you for enjoying. Good night, and enjoy the episode.
Ladies and gentlemen, the answer to your prayers is here.
You're listening to the King of New York, EC Negro, El Rey, all day.
This is Colossal Mike Law.
What's up, everybody? This is the rock god, Ronnie Burton.
My name is Ariella Nix.
You're listening to the absolute Chris Cage.
To the superstar Whiplash.
Silver Queen Ivy Roman.
And for the King of Monsters Rays, we are the greatest of all time.
And you're listening to...
And you, yes you, are listening to our...
And you are listening to the hottest new podcast in the game.
My main man, AJ Orsini.
To Orsini's.
To Orsini's.
Orsini's.
And you're listening to Orsini's Uncensored Mind. Now let's open up this fucking pit.
At my house. Listen to my daddy so. Orsini's Uncensored Mind.